liking this look? I'm looking great. Oh my god. Thumbnail. What's up guys? So in today's video I'm going to be continuing my GC. Wow, Dylan is really loud. So today I'm continuing my GCSEs with Serena series. So yeah, before we start, can we just appreciate these earrings? Like, look how cute they are. Yes, they're from Tesco for £1. What a bargain. In this video I'm going to be showing you guys some different ways to revise, because I definitely know when I was doing my GCSEs I was like, how do I revise? What is revision? And how do I do it? So yeah, I'm going to be giving you guys some different methods of revision. So yeah, without further ado, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. And yeah, let's get on with the video. So the first way of revision is what I like to call blurting or mind blurting, whatever you want to call it. So I did it in one of my study with me's, I believe, during my GCSE period, or it was my GCSE vlog. But basically what blurting is, so you pick like a topic or a subtopic or like something. So for example, if I was doing English, maybe I'll do like Hamlet and the theme of hypocrisy, or if I was doing like biology, maybe like cells or something. So, and then you have that topic, and what you do is you set yourself a timer depending on how big the topic is. I remember in GCSE for waves, on like the experiments, I set a timer for 6 minutes. So yeah, I think 6 minutes is a good time for like that, but yeah. And then what you do is you start that timer and you just write everything you know about that topic, like absolutely anything you can think of, just put it down on that piece of paper, just scrap piece of paper, plain, whatever. Just write every single thing you can think of to do with that topic. And then once the timer is done, you go over to your notes or wherever, you know, like a textbook, and you check your information and you fill in what you missed out in a different colour. So you can use red, you can use pink, you can use blue, you can use green, you can use whatever colour you want in the world, and then just write in all the like missing bits of information that you forgot. And then what you do when you filled in everything, you can just go over that, like, you know, make some notes on it or make some flashcards on the information. You time yourself again for 6 minutes and write everything you know once again, and hopefully this time there will be more information that you know and you would have missed out less. And then again, you just check it, and you can do that for different topics, different subjects, whatever you want. And yeah, it's a really great rate of revision because it's really getting you to like use your mind and be active with what you're doing, because the last thing you want to be doing is doing passive revision. So if you want a demonstration of blurting, I suggest watching my vlog or study with me that I did it in. I'll link it down below with like the timestamp of where to go as well, so you guys can check that out and see how it's done. So the next one is flashcards. Now this is such a popular Now this is such a popular method of revision. So first of all, do a kind of question and answer thing. So on one side you write like a question. So for example, if I was doing, I don't know, waves, I keep thinking of waves because like I used all these in like physics, but yeah, so like what is a transverse wave, and then on the other side you write what it is. And then you can get someone to test you on it, or you can test yourself, because, you know, question and answer, instead of just writing out, you know, blocks and blocks of information. Now the thing with flashcards, you do not want to fill it with large amounts of information. They are small for a reason. You want to have just like little bullet points that can trigger your memory. For example here, I'm gonna show you guys some of mine. So this is for psychology. Now on here it says nervous system, so obviously I haven't written a question like what is the nervous system, but then on the other side it's literally just 3 tiny bullet points which would trigger my memory of what it is. So it just says primary internal communication system, nerve cells carry messages divided into 2 parts. So that should hopefully trigger everything that I know. Also with the flashcards, instead of testing yourself every day on the same ones, even if you know them, you have a system. So let's get into the system. Let's get comfy, lads. So say I know what the nervous system is and I get it right for 2 days in a row. That can go into a separate pile. And then I still have all these ones over here. And then the central nervous system, say if I keep getting that one wrong, I'll have a separate pile for that. So I will revise those ones every day that I keep getting wrong until I get them right. But the ones that I get right, I may revise every other day. And then if I keep getting those right ones right, then I'll do it every 2 days. So then you're not just continuously going over information that you already know. You want to focus on the ones that you don't know that well and going over those every day, and when you start getting those right all the time, they can move to the next pile and so on. But if, say, one of them is in the pile that you do every week, once a week, and you get it wrong, it goes right back to the beginning and you work through the system again. And it's just a great way to be able to test your knowledge and make sure you're focusing on stuff that you don't know, and so you're not like doing the easy stuff because, you know, it's easy. Because with revision, I always find that I want to do the easy stuff because it's just easy. Next revision technique is probably the most helpful one of all. This is doing past papers. So past papers are so useful because you get to know what questions are like, you know, how they're worded. You get to look at mark schemes, see what the examiner is looking for. So past papers is super duper helpful, especially for subjects like maths, any subject actually, like science, maths especially, with that kind of things. And you can see what comes up and maybe you can find some sort of trend so you can predict what will come in your paper. But yeah, past papers are so helpful. And I found, especially with maths, the only form of revision I did for maths was past papers. I did not do anything else for maths, and I came out with an A star. So past papers work, lads. Even if it's for like an essay-based subject like English, you can get a past paper and do an essay plan. You don't actually have to answer it, but doing an essay plan is also super duper helpful. And also in the exam, like, plan your answers. Like, just take 5 minutes to plan what you're gonna say if it's an essay-based subject, because it will make your essay a lot more coherent. Like, I used to hate essay plans. I hated doing them. I would never do them. But now I've started doing them in A-level and they are actually so helpful. So essay plans are great. So the next thing is about rewriting notes. So it is good to like rewrite your notes from lessons because half the time my notes in lessons are messy. But the thing is, I like to make my notes a little bit extra sometimes because it makes me want to revise. So just even like just using colours for titles and putting like banners around it just makes all the difference because it makes me want to learn. And then with my notes, I try to make them brief because that's not going to be my primary source of revision, because just writing notes is pretty passive and you're not really doing anything with the information. But when you're rewriting them from lessons, like trying to condense them down, you're still sort of doing something, and using colour, you're getting your brain to kind of think about it more. And for the next one, which I think is the final one, but I'm not sure, is mind maps and posters. Oh my god, this is like my favourite because I love using colours and stuff. So I'm gonna show you a mind map first. So this is one I made for science. Oh my god, so as you can see, it's so colourful, and basically I've drawn images as well because images are super duper helpful. The great thing about mind maps is that it helps you connect all of your information, so you can just like, you know, make links between everything, especially for things like English. I'm using the example again, like essays and like themes and characters. You can like link them together through mind maps, which is super helpful. And I find like drawing like images and using colours just makes it a lot more fun and easier to remember the information. So like, say if I was to look here, it's like the earth with orange around it, so it's like global warming is heating up, and they are great because then you can like stick them up all over your walls, and you know, you're surrounded by knowledge. And then posters are also helpful, so if you don't kind of like mind maps, or if there's not really anything to link, posters are also great. Again, A3 for me. So this is just adrenaline and thyroxine. This was from GCSE Science. So just using colours and, you know, putting your notes in a fun way will definitely help, and then sticking them up on the wall is a great form of revision. I love making these. Like, the process of making these is so fun, and I think that's what actually helps me revise, like for these, just writing them, like, because you have to pick apart what the important information is and then put that onto the poster, and then using like different colours, and then those colours can trigger what, you know, you're remembering. That is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more, because GCSEs with Serena is going to continue for I don't know how long, but I'm going to be making more videos. So yeah, and that is it. So I will see you guys all next time. Bye!